Blood pig. Huh? Just chasing a pig around and then throwing it to wolverines. Huh. Sounds like a great time, doesn't it? Ha ha ha. Who wants to try? Yeah, alright, Borscht. Go get us some pigs. Freya, go find us some wolverines. We'll meet out front. And then afterwards I'll tell you all about how Hakan cleansed a whole palace full of Rakshasha. You tiger-headed people. Doesn't matter. It's very cool. Alright, let's go.
Hello, Dungeon fans. It's Saturday night. This is the Liching Hour. I'm Kevin from level 9 of the dungeon, and tonight, instead of Apocrypha, we are playing the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, which is typically played on Fridays, but I'm in between books on Apocrypha, and I wanted to try something new out last night, and so I decided to switch it up. Not that it matters to you, my dear YouTube viewer, but wow, has the Curse of the Crimson Throne plot gotten tipsy-turvy twisty on me. Alright, so we last left our heroes. They were stranded in Old Korsova, which I believe is I'm gonna assume it's in the center of New Korsova. It's on an island, I guess, because there's bridges that go into it, and most of those bridges have been burned to keep people in because of the plague outbreak that happened, that our heroes did help cure. But since apparently the queen's gone cray-cray, and she only has her gray maidens guarding the entrances to the island, and the rest of the city's gone mad, our heroes have found themselves trapped inside this Old Korsova. Think New York from Escape from New York. And it turns out to be just as freaking loony, because last episode, it's been 2 episodes that they've been in Old Korsova. First episode, I forget, he's got such a Vincarlo, their water dancing friend, the sword master, his whole manor burnt down, and his training facilities and everything all burnt down to the crisp. And there's crazy bug assassin people were after our heroes. They had to fight them down. And when the dust settled, Vincarlo was not around and at all. And he's disappeared. He's been kidnapped, I think, by these mantis assassins. And Vincarlo Orsini, that's his name, this gentleman here, who turns out to have been the infamous Blackjack vigilante, who now Hakan has donned the gear of and is taking on the role of Blackjack. He's not quite sure what to do with it and how to go about it just yet, but it's his gig now, until Vincarlo's found. So this is I'm just getting us to the point where it starts even getting more twisted. So last episode, after the manor had burnt down, they went out into the city of Old Korsova to start finding out, getting an idea of where and who they're with, where they are and who they're kind of stuck with in this mini city. And there was a large crowd out gathered, being talked to by the emperor of Old Korsova, and our heroes got forced into playing a game of Blood Pig, which apparently was just chase pig around, a crowd of people chasing multiple pigs around, trying to grab them, throw them into a pit of wolverines. Which turns out Hakan, Lenny, and Fumbus are pretty damn good at. Anyway, what ended up happening is they ended up killing this old emperor. Not sure what was going on. It seemed like just like an old crazy person who kind of inhabited a large church in the middle of town, who was trying to kill them. Granted, it's not like they're not cold-blooded murderers, but turns out that this old emperor was actually one of a couple different powers that hold sway over Old Korsova. The half-elf that kind of got them all embroiled in the Blood Pig tournament and stuff just kind of appeared out of nowhere and offered them up to the old emperor, emperor of Old Korsova, to do the Blood Pig thing. Kind of goaded them into going to the palace to search for this missing artist. This missing artist, one Salvatore Scream, turns out to be quite knowledgeable in the inner workings of the houses and stuff in Korsova. And when they find him, he's chained to a painting, and was being forced to paint for the emperor. They let him go, and this is where we are now. They let him go, and after talking to him, turns out that there is a gentleman, a seneschal, who has the legal means to depose a Korvosan monarch. I do not know. I am not an expert in Korvosan law. I do not know how true this is, but apparently that this seneschal has gone missing in Old Korsova. Okay, and if the team can find him, they might be able to help this greater effort of ousting the queen. Now, Hakon's a little on the fence still, even though he's seen some messed up shit, he's not quite sure. He doesn't want to buy in that the queen is definitely the bad guy in all this. Maybe Hakon's got a soft spot for powerful women. I know we all do, but he's like wants to be as neutral as possible. Now, they have seen some messed up shit. The queen did pick up a man in armor and throw him, and just picked him up by his throat and threw him. That was the last time I saw her. So something's definitely messed up there. She's not acting innocent, that's for sure. Did she have anything to do with the death of her husband? We don't know. But she's definitely not doing this city any favors by dismantling all the military. Or maybe she is. We don't know her side yet. This is what's going on in Hakon's head. So, Hakon plays along. Well, he's playing along as like, okay, you know what? This story is now... Hakon thought he had hold of this story. All right? Hakon has been through all this because he is part of a big, epic story. Hakon has now realized that the story has him. It's not the other way around. With this whole situation where they just happen to go walking out into this Old Korsova, got wrapped up in this game of blood pig. Before they know it, they're talking to this crazy painter who knows that where the seneschal is, the seneschal, who's got a crazy ass name, Neolandis Kelpopulus, is being held captive. The story's got Hakon. Well, gets even better though. So the seneschal is being held captive, and the other bearers of power in Old Korsova is a family known as Arkona. To make it even more difficult, to add even bigger kind of rub to it all, is the Salvatore knows that the Arkona family has actually been brutally kind of taken over and replaced by a group. I don't know what you would call. I don't think they'd be a pride, but a group of Rakshasas. Prides are lions. I don't know what a group of tigers would be called. But if you know anything about Rakshasas, apparently in Pathfinder they are animal-headed demons. I've always known them to be tiger-headed demons, not even demons. But in here, they're animal-headed demons with malice in their hearts. So, a key person who could be used to legally depose the current queen of Korsova, the whole city is burning down because they hate her, is being held captive by infiltrators and fake royal family. These fake people happen to be Rakshashas, and now our heroes need to go in there and rescue this fellow, Neolandis Kelpopulus, from these Rakshashas. Whew. So I have never played. I haven't played this campaign in Pathfinder. I've actually never played Pathfinder. I'm pretty sure it's not too hard to pick up, but the campaign itself sounds pretty dang interesting, and I would definitely try it out if I had a chance. Just to see, because I'm sure there's a whole lot of this story that I'm completely missing. Kind of thought maybe I should have, if I wanted to do this story thing, maybe I should have picked up that book and read it all, and then I'd be able to tell you like straight up everything that's going on. But let's get to it. Basically, we're going in and clearing out a whole castle of these demons. We're purging. It's purge time. So let's get purging. We go. Hakon, Lenny, and Fomus are granted audience in the Arkona estate. It's a It's a breathtaking structure at the highest point of Old Korsova, overlooking the older part of the city. Lots of domes and points and minarets and multiple buildings. There's a castle. There's a manor attached to it. Probably got parks in the middle, like barracks and all this awesome rich people jazz. They get invited in, and they're met by the Lord himself, Glorio Arcana, who seems incredibly pleased that they happens to be the ones who killed the old emperor. He's very happy about that because there were two conflicting powers here in Old Korsova, and he's now gained quite a bit. And Hakon tells him that we are here searching for a certain seneschal, Neolandus Kelpopulus. We've reason to believe that you may know where he is, and perhaps also his ally, Vencarlo Orsini. Gloria says, yeah, you are most direct. It's true. Let's see, we're all about law here, of course, and we've quite legally made him our guest in the vivified labyrinth. I don't know what the word vivified is put in front of labyrinth. I don't know if that's a proper name or if that's supposed to be literally describe it. Got some oh yeah, my Red Bull. Okay. Excuse me. I was out late playing games, the board games, the Gloomhavens, if you ever heard of it, and I rushed back to meet with you. And I didn't drink my Red Bull, so I gotta get that going on. Right. So he happens to be held quite legally in the vivified labyrinth below our castle. Right, so we're going to not start there. Change that in just a moment. But returning him to you is a trifle complicated, he says. While I cannot enter the labyrinth, I can tell you how to enter it. Simply rotate the elephant statue in the garden, and you can come and go as you please. And that's all Hakon, Lenny, and Fumbus needed to hear. He looks down at Lenny, and Lenny looks up at him, and Lenny can smell this Rakshasha like a mile away. It's all animal up in here, and she's a little sensitive to that. And they nod, and it's time to get purging. We're going to start. He took them in the office when he met them. That's where we're going to start. Nothing fancy with this, nothing real fancy with this scenario. We have trouble guarding distant locations, but we're not really going to do that. We're going to roll together as a team, see how that goes. So there's nothing too different here. Let me move this, and we're going to get going. I do enjoy playing these games. Let me refill my Red Bull. Tonight, here in the United States, it is, I think it's the United States, just the United States. Daylight savings time. I'm going to get an extra hour out of tonight. That rocks. Rocks indeed. Hakon's starting us off tonight. Hakon is, as I said, we've assumed roles as of last episode. Last episode was the first episode. We all have assumed roles. In Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, at some point, you can get a role. It's a two-sided card. You pick one of the sides, and it adds new powers and stuff that you can get. Hakon has a special one for the Curse of Crimson Throne, where he is now Blackjack, the vigilante, the hero of Korvosa. A legend. Only Hakon. Hakon's been many things in his life. This is one of them, the hero of Korvosa. What's cool, he got to, one little thing I'm going to throw out there is he, at the beginning, his starting hand, he draws 3 additional cards, set them aside, and those are his kit. And at any point during his turn, he can exchange a card in his hand with a card in his kit. At the start of his turn, not any part in his, yeah. And then he also gained the skills, because that's what I checked off, of acrobatics, stealth, and diplomacy. He already had diplomacy, but it added another +3, which is pretty dope. Since this is never incredibly literal for the narrative, the Hakon looks at Lenny, and Fombus is already, he's looking around the office. He's very much in the moment kind of guy. He's following his own butterfly. And Hakon goes, well, thank you very much for that information. He draws his sword, and Lenny goes all feral, and the dude, the Rakshasha that is posing as this lord, immediately, like, you can see his eyes light up and with tiger kind of eyes, and he turns and flees. They don't have time. I guess we have to do this the hard way. And we're off to see the wizard. Lamashtu's Madness is the hour. On your check against a monster, add 1. Damage suffered from monsters is increased by 1. Let's do this just a little tiny bit. There we go. There she goes. There we go. I like it. Okay. Right. All right. Stinging wasps. Interesting. Oh, yes, right. When you would reveal, reload, or recharge an animal ally, discard it instead. Okay. You're not the boss of me, Mr. Location, but I see. I suppose I can do that. So they go to give chase. Like, damn it, let's go. I guess we have to do this the hard way. They go to run out the doors, but the Rakshasha, upon leaving his office, had said a few words of, so a few arcane words, and this stinging wasp barrier that it had set up in the doorway springs to life. Like, literally, just like that. Maybe a deeper. Hakon stops. Damn it. These are not going to be some easy to kill nobles. These are demons, remember. All right. Check to defeat. Dexterity, acrobatics, perception, or disable. Well, we just said that he now has, let's see. Do you want to use both acrobatics and stealth, or both his dexterity plus 3? His dexterity is D6 plus 3 isn't going to help him. Maybe I shouldn't have took those. I guess I took those skills because I wanted his diplomacy to be plus 3. But his dexterity being D6, he's a big dude, and he doesn't move so fast. He's got a lot of stuff on. He likes finery. He likes more like casting the spells and stuff. He does like his ale too. He's not flabby by any means. Hakon is. He's Hakon. Okay, well, what do we got as far as blessings? Oh, well, here we go. What if we had 2d6 plus 3? That means he'd need 8 on 2d6, which is pretty... If I remember from my Catan days, that's a pretty common. But I don't know, man. Well, okay, so for the cards that tell me about the hero... Our hero this week, or this adventure, is 1d4 intelligence on non-combat checks. But I get to recharge up to 3 cards and draw that many cards. Does he have anything else that would help him? Does she have anything that would help her? Ooh, hey, hold up. Oh, look at that. What is this? This is a trap. Or trap bane. Perfect. Okay. So, Hakon... All right. Hakon's watching it. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to jump through it. And he runs back. And he goes running. He is going to, it's a d6 plus 3, right? But Lenny, she's watching this. She's like, oh, no, this isn't going to be, this is not good. But she's going to cast Disable Mechanism, which is going to add on a disable check or any check against a construct, lock, or trap. Banished to add 2d8. So we're going to add 2d8 to this. 2d8 and d6 plus 3. 8, 15, 7. Okay, so Hakon runs. As he jumps, she goes, says her words, and it goes down. And he jumps through it. He's like, all right, come on, guys. Picks a dead hornet, a wasp off his thing, throws it. She's got 2. If undefeated, no, it is defeated. Defeated, not de-hand. Defeated. All right, so she's got to do an arcane check. Her arcane is now d10 plus 3 plus 3, which is 7. No, that's all right. That is not okay, buddy. Okay, does he want... He's got 3 blessings in his hand. Does he want to explore again? No. Not just yet. We're going to pass the turn to Lenny. Lenny rolls her eyes and heads out the door. The hour, Gorham's Iron. On your non-attack combat check, add 1. All right. Pick, gladiator.
Oi, what are you doing?
This gentleman comes running down the hall. The Lord had just ran by him and said, There's intruders. They're causing trouble. Please help. Run. Go. And this pick... Oh, yeah. The pit gladiator comes down, and he looks at Lenny and Hakon and Fombus, and he's not dumb. He suspected that this is not the real Lord anyway, and he rightly figures that Judgment Day has come. So this is whether or not Hakon can convince him to join up with them, or he just leaves. Strength, melee, charisma, then charisma. Wow, this is a double. So what's he on a local combat check? Buried, add 2d6. Okay. Well, I don't know who else other than Hakon could really... Oh, no, this is not Hakon, though. This is Lenny. And Lenny is not these things. Lenny is so not these things. Okay, well, what does she got here? She got anything that's going to help her maybe get this guy? I don't know, check. Discard to bless. The character's timidity checks move this turn. Bless twice. Nope. No, she's going to... Strength at melee is d4. Oh, boy. Ah, boy. That would have been a nice ally, I think. She rolled a whole 4. So, Hakon is looking one way, and Lenny comes out the other, and this guy comes running down the hall, and Lenny's got, she's in the middle of transforming a little bit. The pit gladiator goes, okay, this is what I think it is. Finally, judgment's coming to this whole place. I'm getting the F out of here. And he turns and runs. Let's see. The office. Why would the office get rid of animals? I don't get that. Yeah, we're going to pass the turn. 3, 4, 5. That's... Yep. All right. We're going to pass that turn. It is now Fombus's turn. He comes running out behind everybody. Grandmother Nightmare. Ooh, this is a new blessing. When you fail to acquire a boon, you may shuffle it and a new monster into its location. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Drowning mud. What's that doing in there? So, Fombus didn't come out. He's still in the office. Hakon just jumped through the doorway. He barely registered out of the corner of his eye. He's looking at the statues and stuff on the, or not statues, little trophies and things and little knickknacks on the library. It's like bookshelves really old, some kind of wooden bookshelves, and he like moves one. It's an elephant, just like the one he overheard him say. That was the only interesting part about the whole conversation to him, was the idea that you turn an elephant to open up this labyrinth. And there's another elephant on this bookshelf, and he turns it, and a click, and the bookshelf opens backwards. It's like it opens, and there's a hallway. You can feel a little bit of air coming in. It's dark, but he goes a step, and the floor is all mud, like thick mud. Let's see if you can get through it. Survival, strength, survival, constitution, fortitude. These, once again, are not Fumbus's strong points. Just like with Lenny. Let's see. He is more of like craft, ranged, disable, deranged. Alright, does he have a spell that gets him out of traps? On a low distant combat check? No. Another combat? No. Does acid arrow and force missile aren't going to get him through this. Aha! This is good stuff. Oh, this is a lifesaver here. Alright, so strength and survival. His strength is D6. However, he has a gem of physical prowess. On his non-combat check, he recharge this to roll your strength, dexterity, or constitution die instead of the normal die. His dexterity die is D10. So he's going to be rolling a D10. We need a little bit of a plus, though, because he needs a 6 instead of his strength or survival. No. On a local check to defeat an obstacle or a trap barrier. This is an obstacle. Awesome. He can recharge an alchemical or attack card. I will do that. I will recharge this. To add 1d4. That'll do. That'll do, Peg. Oh, and a d6 because he's adding it and the fire trait. He's yeah, acid ain't gonna work on mud. He's gonna add. Why would he light it on fire? Why not, right? Yeah. Let's see if he can burn it off. A d6. He adds a d6 whenever he adds fire or acid or poison to anything. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so he steps back. And he's like, oh, maybe I can burn this stuff off. Let's let it on fire and see what happens. And he wants to get it as far as he can, so he's going to throw a vial of stuff he has cooked up. And the fire lights up the hallway. And he sees that the hallway goes pretty far, but not maybe like 20 feet is where this whatever this viscous fluid was. That's when he notices the lines in the wall down below. There's must be some kind of switch that brings the floor out that covers up the mud. But for now, the fire kind of, the chemical he used, it wasn't just fire. It hardens it. It hardens man, you're clever, Fumbus. It hardens the the mud, so he can walk on it. We're going to recharge that. We're going to get rid of that. Does Fumbus go off on his own? Why not? Fumbus is very interested in this place, and Hakon and Lenny are going off running after that Rakshasha, the Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to conserve our cards for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We pass that turn to Hakon. Yeah. So, where's Hakon's hand, dude? Oh, right here in front of me. All right, what's the hour? Getting messy here. Kalian's Revelry. On your check, you may discard a card to reroll one die showing 1 or 2. Okay. Gotta remember I got that. Okay. You gotta help. Still at the office. Running out through the hall. Ooh. Oh man. See? This is Lenny's. Everybody were off by like a set. You know what should have, I have a feeling Hakon should have did that blessing. This is something that Lenny would want. On a local combat or charisma check, discard add up to 4d4s in the poison trait. Oh wow. He could wisdom, survival, this is all Lenny. How do I get this? How do I get this so that she can do this? Alright, I want this spider. Lenny had a dream spider, okay? Lenny had it when Hakon first met her, in fact. She was very upset because these bandits had kidnapped her and Fumbus and killed her dream spider to harvest it for its juices to make a drug. And then that brought them to Korsova. This is the whole reason they came to Korsova. See, his wisdom is a d4. His survival is... We do not have survival. His... Right? And not even... Nope. Okay. He does not have craft. Do I have anything that's can switch what the... I just don't think it's gonna happen. Oh wait, anything in his kit? On a local check to acquire, buried add 2d12. Oh, he would have had to do that at the start of his turn. My bad. My bad. Alright, what about you, Lenny? You got anything you can use to... On local dexterity stealth, local ranger survival, add 1d4? Huh. Am I invoking an animal trait? No. And Fumbus, you're kind of taken off, so there's not really much you can do, buddy. Alright, he's not getting this for Lenny. The dream spider has made a little home in the above the office in the ceiling, the rafters. And it's watching all this with curiosity. It feels drawn to Lenny, the little figure, as she goes running down the hall, but it does not dare poke its head out, because even it knows that something is going on, something dangerous. We'll see you later, Dream Spider. Oh man. Oh man. Skirt. Hakon's gonna discard to bless. I'm sorry, discard to explore. Yep. No, not this one. He's gonna discard the paladin. Discard explore. This exploration on all non-combat checks against Banes, you may add your charisma or diplomacy. Booyah. So, what is henchman proxy A2? That's a good question. It is... What is this? What? Oh, buddy. So, coming running down the hall is a big guy. Big barrel chest. Looks like he's wearing clothes. He's not a guard or anything. He looks like it might be another noble. Not quite sure. But his head is full on tiger. And he's running down the hall. And Hakon sees him first. Oh no, Hakon, you could imagine you see the tiger coming. You got Lenny in front and Hakon behind her. Hakon goes, Lenny, look out! Okay, it's just straight up combat. Resistant to attack, vulnerable to piercing. Oh, do I have some piercing action going on? I do. Blackjack's daggers. Before acting, each local character must succeed at a dexterity or acrobatics 6 check or suffer 1d4 minus 1 electricity damage. Electricity. Oh, these things. So he comes running. It's a tiger, but his eyes are sky blue and they're rippling with electricity. And when it opens his mouth, it goes, lightning just shoots out at Hakon and Linny. Linny, you need to dexterity or acrobatics check of 6. That's not too bad. You may recharge a card or roll d10 instead of your normal strength, dexterity, or constitution die. Oh, she's going to recharge a card. Recharge like the bat. Charge that. Roll d10. And she rolls a 7. She dodges out of the way. And he misses. The lightning misses her. Hakon, he can do acrobatics. Yeah, that's a d6 plus 3, which puts him at d6 plus 3. He just got to roll. He's 50-50 chance here. He's got a 50-50 chance. Booyah! Hakon, Hakon, he just turns and whirls, and he's ready with the blackjack daggers as this tiger, this Rakshasha. I gotta get better at saying that. After the roll, if the check was not blessed, re-roll 1 die with the highest value. What? Wait. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. It wasn't blessed, so that means she's got to re-roll. And she made it. Right? D6, 5. Oh, no. She didn't. You butt muncher. Okay. Zenny doesn't dodge. She takes 1 point of damage. Okay. Oh. Should discard that. Our man, Hakon, dodges it. Twirl. He got those daggers and he jumps. And let's rock and roll. So he's vulnerable, which means that he gets +4 on this roll. For your combat check, reveal to do strength melee. We're going to do melee, right? Yeah. It's D10 plus 3. D10 plus 3 plus 2, or plus D4 plus 2, so it's +5. Plus 4 is +9. So he needs a 7, and a D10, and a D4. 7, huh? Let's bless it, because, yes. And we're going to use his Haro blessing, which is the joke. And which means when he uses it, he can recharge up to 3 cards and draw that many cards. I'll recharge to 1. How's that? Oh. No. All right, so we're blessing that, so that's another D10. Yeah, so it's 8, 10, 13 plus 9 is 21. This thing's coming. So when Hakon twirls, does his, when he comes back around facing the tiger, these two daggers are, they're coming. He's throwing the 2 daggers. He uses the momentum of him twirling out of the way of the lightning to throw these daggers at he's shoo 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 and shunk shunk shunk, 3 of them. Wow, one in each eye, one in an eye, one in a mouth, and one in his chest, and then shaboom, and it slides. Dead tiger. Dead tiger. Well, one down. How many do you think there are? More. Okay. This was discarded. This was revealed. This was dead. This was emptied. We have close. Wait, hold on. These are closing, right? These are closing. They're closing. Hold on. I didn't. Chill out, dude. Just because I killed them doesn't mean it's closed. To close. Succeed at a charisma, diplomacy, or fortitude 5+3 check. Well, that's Hakon's game. Now we're syncing up. That's Hakon's game. Diplomacy, yeah, that's a D8 plus 6, actually. Actually, 6 is 10. That's an 8. Yes. So it is closed. And we're moving on. Put this here. Hakon's going to draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to pass that turn to Lenny. And they're going to continue on into the manor the office is attached to. One of the smaller buildings. It's still huge. Attached to the castle. They continue on down the hall where the Rakshasha came out of. And they go in through these big wooden doors that were left open into the greater area of the manor. Lenny, the World Breaker. You may banish a random blessing from your discards to explore. Okay. At this location, at the start of your turn, you may recharge an item or spell to draw a card. Okay. Fate Reader lenses. Interesting. On any perception check, reveal to add 1d10. Discard to examine the top 3 cards of any location or the hourglass and return them in any order. Wisdom, Arcane, Divine, and Perception. Oh, well, she's got Divine. She is Divine. She's a d10 plus 4. So she just needs to roll a 4 on a d10. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So the manor is another whole area, whole nother level of opulence from the offices. The offices look more like the offices don't look like you get much work done. Let's put it that way. For someone to call it an office, the area they just came out of, his personal chambers. Let's say it was his personal work chambers. Office is such a modern word in my mind, but they enter the manor and they enter in. It's a huge. The room they enter in is the like foyer. It's like there's a huge staircase that goes up. There's lots of tables with little different things on it, showcases, and there's doors, multiple doors going off in different places. It's thick and smells of heavy of carpet and incense and oil from all the candles that are, or all the oil lights that are burning. And laying on one of the tables, it catches Lenny's eyes, are these lenses. She's never seen anything quite like them, and she can't help herself. She picks them up and starts looking at them and takes them. Shinies. We're going to go ahead and pass that turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meanwhile, Fumbus has continued on through the doorway, the hidden tunnel, and finds himself at a wall. He feels around. He's got lights a little light, a little torch thing he's got. Looks around and he finds a little handle. It's a little farther up for him because he's small. And he goes and opens up. And it looks like he's in a long room with lots and lots of beds. And there's armor and different things hung up on the walls in different places, footlockers into the beds. For some reason, there was a secret door from this office room to the barracks. Don't know what that was about, but now Fumbus is in the what looks like might be barracks. His curiosity pushes him forward. His hour is Gazrez growth. Ew. On your check against an animal or elemental card, add 1d4. Against an animal card? Oh. Okay, at this location, on your combat check, add 1d4. On your diplomacy and stealth checks, the difficulty is increased by 1d4. Bloodroot poison. Bloodroot poison. Well, this is definitely we're right on track now. This is definitely his poison. On display, on your melee or ranged combat check, you may bury it to add 1d8 in the poison trait. Interesting. Intelligence and craft. His craft is d8 plus 4. So you got to roll d8 and get 5. I think. Oh man, I want to bless this because. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to see if he sees this. King Fishy, what up, liches? How you doing, man? I gotta roll a 5. And I rolled a 2. How you doing, buddy? Hey, what level are you in Borderlands? Didn't make that. So, Fumbus didn't notice the poison sitting in one of the footlockers. He's not really looting through the place. I'm going to keep conserving my cards, so I'm not going to be wasting them to do extra exploring. So we're going to cut back over to Hakon and Lenny in the manor. The hour is, at the start of your turn, you may the big sky. Oh, that's a new one. At the start of your turn, you may remove one of your scourges. All right. We ain't got no scourges. At the start of your turn, you may recharge an item or a spell to draw a card. Does he want to recharge? No. He's got spells. He's got items. Right on. Yeah. I think I'm like 11 or 12. I've been working on it steadily. I've just been super busy. Right on, man. Well, thanks for tuning in, bud. Alright, so this is Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. We are following my man Hakon, my girl Lenny, and my boy Fumbus, as they are currently purging a castle of all the Rakshasas that are plaguing it. Taking them out. Taking them out. No mercy. Straight up. Right now, Hakon and Lenny are in a very opulent manner. Was that... Okay, that was Lenny's. No, that was Hakon. Okay, good. Dimensional jump. What the hell? When you encounter a bane, banish or evade it, banish to move. Man, there's a lot of these spells. He doesn't necessarily need it. Intelligence D6. He ain't gonna make it anyway. So we're not gonna worry about that card. Alright, he's gonna cast Magic Eye. So there's a lot of different doors going out of this foyer. The stairway going up. He looks over. Lenny's like looking at this little. She's looking at these lenses, and he's like, "Okay, we need some help to find out where this Rakshasha's gone, where he's run off." So he says the words he knows for Magic Eye. We're going to examine the top 3 cards of our location. And he senses right away that right above them, or right up the stairs, is one of the Rakshasas. We can look at all 3. One's a barrier. Another one's a... Ooh, Drums of Panic. That's like his game right here. But I gotta put them back in the right order. And if we kill this Rakshasha, well, that stay there. So he's gonna decide whether or not he wants to take this guy on. Why not, right? Okay. For glory! Yes. Absolutely, man. It's all for it's all for glory, man. Hey, dude, we should work out something. I thought it'd be funny. I was thinking maybe Pogli would take care of the demon problem for you, because he's kind of living with it. Thought that might be a cool maybe finale for Pogli. I don't know. I've been thinking I was figuring I'd go one more night tomorrow night and see if something comes up that maybe will help tie it together, but I thought that might be fun. All right, so we're gonna Hakon immediately starts up the stairs, drawing his daggers, looking around. He knows, he can sense it, and sure enough, crouching at the top of the stairs. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd that card go? Where did I do? Oh yeah, crouching at the top of the stairs, waiting, listening, hunting them, thinking it's hunting them, is a Rakshasha. This one it's a skinnier female body with the tiger head. Oh, geez, I don't mean to insult them by calling them lions, with a tiger head. It roars and leaps as it sees Hakon come up, but Hakon's got his knives ready. Oh wait, hold on. It leaps. Hakon's not. We'll see. Before acting, each local character must succeed at a dexterity acrobatics check. Okay, so he's got to make his check. Now, he's got to bless it, otherwise he's going to make it re-roll it. So, oh shit, he doesn't have a blessing now. He just wasted his blessing there. What if... No, dexterity... Okay, maybe she can bless him. Right on. Oh, yeah, dude, did you... Did you join my Discord? I invited you guys. Yeah, you're at work, dude. Never mind. I'll talk to you about it later. All right. Lenny could bless him. She could bless both of them. Check, discard. Okay, well, she could. I want him to bless. I don't care if she does. So, yeah. So she's gonna bless, or she's gonna spend a blessing for Hakon. He's going to roll D6 plus 3. All right. Okay, so this Rakshasha jumps in the landing and jumps at him. He dodges out of the way. It bounds down the landing, and Lenny had just come around, and now she's got to roll. Make sure she doesn't get hit by this thing. She's got to roll D10. What did she need to roll? She needed to roll. It's a 6. She's gonna have to, unless she fails it. Wait, dexterity is. No, I'm sorry. She got D8. She got to roll D8 for dexterity. Is that what she rolled last time? Is that what I did? Huh. 7, and she got to reroll it again because it wasn't 1. McTeddy, there's an invite to my Discord right down at the bottom of the page. All right, right below in the diddly-do. In the diddly-do. Anyway, I'm in your Discord. Is that McTeddy? Is that a video game or a board game? Right on. Newer or older? Acton Cthulhu Tactics. That sounds amazing. Huh. So she rolled again. This Rakshasha lands on her. she takes 1d4 minus 1. So she just takes 1 point of damage. She dodges out of the way in time, but hurts herself when she dodges, dropping the Fate Reader lenses as she does it. Right on. Is it anything like XCOM? Because that sounds awesome. Okay, so Hakon turns to see this Rakshasha at the bottom of the stairs. It turns to look up at him. They face each other. Hakon roars and leaps with his daggers out. He's going to a D4. It's plus 9. So what are we gonna do here? He's got. Okay. He's gonna. The horn. He doesn't blow it, but when he leaps, you can almost hear the horn. Because that's just how Hakon rolls. All right. We got plus 9. 9 is 18. It's 22. This thing, it roars. It leaps at him, but Hakon's quicker, and as its paws are out, his daggers are out and planted in its head, in midair. And he uses his body. He falls and he lands on Rakshasha on the carpeted floor at the base of the stairs, using its body to cushion his fall. This was a recharge. Hakon gets up, pulling his daggers out. He goes, "Well, that's 2. How many more are they?" "More," Lenny says. All right. He's not going to make that check. Have we cleared this? To clear this manor, we have to make a charisma or diplomacy 5. Oh, is this a joke? This is awesome. This is all Hakon's game, man. All right. That's D8 plus 4, 5, 6, right? Yeah. So basically, yep, 5. We have closed the manor out. In all manner of speaking. All right. They're going to continue on. We're going to draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to check that out too. All right. Lenny's turn. We are heading on into... All right, so she says more, and she goes to the they turn and they realize that this is a foyer, and across from the stairs are the doors that go outside. And they open up the doors, and there's this large park, and then on the other side of the park is the castle that rises up out, that pretty much takes up the whole hill. And she points, she goes, "In there." Says, of course. So they got to go through the glade before they get to the castle. No, I'm not trying. The Teamster. After your first exploration of your turn, you may discard a card to explore. Okay. Gotta remember that. Try to remember that. She doesn't have a lot of cards, though. Oh. The Survivor. A blessing. Constitution or survival. Oh, well, that's kind of her game. And she's going to make that 7. Oh, that's a 7. She's got plus 6. Yep, she automatically gets it. As she walks out of the door, she smells the park that leads out. There's lots of little paths and stuff, and there's obviously woodland creatures. It's a tended kind of garden park, and she feels like she smells it, breathes it in, and she'd been stuck in this Old Korsova city for a while and didn't know places like this existed, so it kind of rejuvenates her a bit. She's a druid, so it feels good to be in her own element. That's what that blessing is going to represent. I don't want to discard it. She doesn't want to discard a card to explore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to draw back up and pass the turn. And we're going to cut to Fumbus in the barracks. Where's Fumbus? He's fine, she says. He is. All right. Fumbus's hour is Saren Ray's Light. When you heal, you may heal an additional card. He's not healing. He doesn't need to heal. He's doing pretty good. Okay. So, let's do this. So, Fumbus is wandering through these barracks that are very empty. The Rakshasha, there weren't enough of them to take control. Well, there's a couple different reasons why there's nobody in the guards. The small guard contingent that was at the castle was quickly either assimilated by the Rakshasha or slaughtered. So there are no guards to man the barracks whatsoever. I'm supposed to have sounds, maybe not for my chaos, but if you use that chaos, I think I'm supposed to be hearing stuff. I know I recorded some new things the other day. So the barracks are eerily quiet. So Fumbus finds himself wandering around. He's looking. His nose smells something good. He's gonna find something here. His curiosity usually leads him to something interesting. Not unfortunately, but what he doesn't smell and what he doesn't realize is that he's being followed. Something else, kind of born of the violence that had happened in this part of the thing after the Rakshasha had killed off a lot of the remaining guards. Something that had been living in a darker space has started to claim more of the area in the barracks for its own. And Fumbus hears a little rattling, and then he realizes he might be being followed. He turns, and he sees a head ducked down beneath one of the beds, or beside one of the beds. He reaches in, he pulls out, he's got in his robes, he's got his hand on a vial, and he's an alchemist, like my boy Zerzulu, and he creeps over to the bed, and he looks around. There's nothing there, and he hears a rattle and a giggle, and he turns, and standing right there is this small kid with looks like a small kid, but it's got this it's got this skull, like animal skull kind of thing, and it looks at him. It does one of these things. Let's see. Before acting, each local character must succeed at a wisdom check or suffer the scourge dazed. All damage is mental damage. While acting, distant characters may not play cards. Okay. Alright, so he's got a wisdom check. Now, he's not the wisest dude in the world, our Fumbus. But his intelligence die is a D8 plus 1, so that's better. He's gonna use this blessing to use his intelligence die instead of a normal die, so he gets a D8 plus 1, 5. He's wise enough to take a step back, because this thing's like right there. He takes a step back, and he gets a feel for this thing. He goes, okay, this is not a good thing. This is a bad thing. And so he throws the acid. He doesn't even wait. He just throws this stuff, He pops it as he steps back. Oh, shit. I gotta re-roll it. All right, hold on. Re-rolling. D8. I got it. 5. Ha, ha, ha. Nice try. Nice try. You can make me re-roll this one. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not hearing that. I gotta figure that part out. Sounds working. Was that loud? All right, he's throwing an acid flask at this thing. Eat it. Combat check dexterity. Yeah. Range 2d8. Right? Yeah. His craft now is d8 plus 4, but his dexterity is ranged is d10 plus 3. So yeah, we're still doing ranged. d10 plus 3 plus 2d6. Yeah. Let's do this. All right. 6, 12, 13 plus 3 is 16. And the vial hits the skull, explodes, and it starts eating away the bone. And this squeal goes out, and it runs out of the skull, just like a squeal that's not like human at all. And it comes running, or even goblin, and it comes running at Flumbus. And he's like, ah! And he backs up, and before it gets to him, the head falls off, and beneath the head was nothing at all. It just kind of falls off, and just a little spine thing sticking up, and the body stops and falls to the ground, and he hears like a sick gurgle giggle, and then it falls dead in front of him. He's like, ah. And then he realizes, wait, where's Hakon and Lenny? What am I doing here all on my own? Not that he can't handle himself, obviously. So, craft check to see if he recharges it. He doesn't. Damn it. 4? Wait, he does. 6. Sweet. All right. Yeah, I gotta work on the sound thing. I recorded like 3 new ones. I recorded ones for follow though. I gotta do. Wait. I think I might know what's going on. I think I know. Yeah, you know what? Last night I set it up on a different scene. I don't have it on this scene. Hold on, let's switch over to this one. Yeah. And we're going to copy. And we're going to come back over here. Or paste. That might be working now. I got to figure... Yeah. Maybe. Alright. Attic Whisperer is dead. Fumbus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is not going to... He's not going to do anything else. He's going to draw 1. Pass the turn to Hakon. Hack off. The hour is our lord in iron. On your combat check, you may reveal any number of weapons. For each, add 1. Oh, man, that is cool. This is not the barracks. We are not in the barracks. Oh, he could have added 1d4 in his combat check. Whatever. Glade. When you encounter a non-story Bane, you may summon and encounter the danger. If you defeat it, banish the encountered Bane, otherwise evade it. Okay. Shit. Lucky. Hakon and Lenny go down the steps and start following a path into the glade. And Lenny, it doesn't take Lenny. All of a sudden, Lenny stops and she's sniffing, and she looks at him, at Hakon, says, "Listen." And the there were birds. They all gone quiet. She senses other thing, deer running, and senses panic. And she says something's coming. And sure enough, bursting out of bushes next to them is a Rakshasha. This one a man, and a man's body, sparkling with the lightning eyes. It jumps in between them and then puts its hands out, and lightning bursts out from it. Electricity, rather. So we got to do the whole succeed at a check thing. Okay. Well, she's got a blessing, so okay. Hakon was kind of ready for it. Thanks, McTaddy. Have a great night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hakon mumbles a few words of Arcana quickly, as soon as he was expecting this, and he's going to gives his checks using dexterity, 1 plus 4. So he's got +4, +3 is 7. He's got +7, so he can't fail this roll. So he drops and rolls. He's ready for it. Lenny has got to make the roll 2. She is going to bless herself, though. She blesses using the survival, the survivor, the new one that she has, and that's 2d8. 6 and 3 if it was not blessed, and it was. So she dodged out of the way too. She does not take damage this time. So haha. And yeah, he's ready with his daggers again. Blackjack's daggers are ready. He rolls and jumps, and he's swinging around. As he swings around, he's let loose the daggers. And they're just like that. All right, D10, D4. Use that war drum. Ba-boom, boom. Ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. Ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. Recharge, add D4. Yeah. She could recharge an ally to add another D4. Lenny's going to do that. And we got 3d4 plus d10 plus 9. 4, 8, 10, 11 plus 9 is 20. The daggers. Practically, it's just the tiger goes. This one, however, lightning electricity starts coming out of its mouth, but then it gets sucked back in, and it kind of bursts out of where the daggers have gone, and then it falls backwards with a thump. We recharged that. Okay. And they're just kicking ass today, man. Straight up ass. That didn't sound as good as I thought it was going to sound. All right. Are we closing this? To close this, we got to either recharge 3 boons or suffer the scourge exhausted. Well, I hate to get rid of Blackjack's daggers, but I don't want to be exhausted. So we're going to recharge the 3 daggers. And that closes out the glade. So they continue on to the cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now he's got Blackjack's rapier. All right. So Hakon and Lenny continue on through the glade to the castle, not running into any more Rakshasas as they do so, and they go up another set of log stairs to another huge set of doors, and open them up to enter the castle. It doesn't look like the castle's been It hasn't been. Not many people have been in the castle. It's just too big. There isn't enough people. Most people that were there before the plague had hit. There wasn't that many to begin with, but when the plague hit, a lot of people died, a lot of people fled, and then the Rakshasha came, and they killed off anybody they couldn't take over, and so the castle sat empty for quite a while. There is, for quite a while, the leader of the Rakshasha has fled to the castle, or he might be in the castle, or he might be in the barracks. We don't know yet. We do not know. All right, Lenny. Saren Ray's Light. When you heal, you may heal an additional card. Does she need to heal? She kind of does need to heal. She's going to cast Cure and roll 1d4. 4, 5, and then 6. So she basically heals all her cards. All right. Oh, we'll leave that. And then we're going to draw. Ooh. Like I said, the castle hadn't been has been kind of empty for a while, empty enough to, and we don't know if the Rakshasha had brought these creatures in. Maybe one of the Rakshasha was enjoyed having the castle as kind of a playground for, yeah. So it got twisted. It got sick and twisted. One of the Rakshashas, since no one was really using the castle, he was going out and he was. As a human, as his human self, as a human noble, right, who had access to this incredible manor and castle, he would bring back people, and then he would hunt them in the castle. He'd let them free, and then to make it even more interesting, he introduced other monsters, other creatures to hunt these people too, and sometimes he'd just watch them hunt these people instead of hunting them themselves. One of those said creatures was the Barghest, and it, smelling Hakon and Lenny, thinks that it's food has arrived again. Little does he know he's about to get effed the F up, because Lenny doesn't play. It drops down from the ceiling, and it typically these are people that just normal people that just shit their pants and start running, but so he just expects Lenny to do that, but she doesn't. In fact, Lenny turns, she sees this thing, and she hasn't fought at all. She's been worked up, but Hakon's killed everything so far, and so she's like right on the edge. She's like, adrenaline's been like crackling within her, and boom, she just starts morphing into the Drake kind of the Drake form that she's recently kind of been studying. And yeah, if this monster would be defeated, roll 1d4. On a 1, it is evaded, and a random local character encounters it. Oh, it's going to run away if we roll a 1. Anyway, she's going to morph into the House Drake and take this guy on. That's going to be 1d10 plus 1d4 plus a 1d4 plus another 1d4. And then that's plus 6. So she needs a 7 out of 18. So that's pretty dope. I don't want to... I don't... Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. This will be fine. It's all fine. It isn't all fine. 5, 6? Come on, man. So... she thinks he's gonna get F every time I say that too. I did that last night. Not last night, but the other episode. Okay, there's no rerolling. Bless their tempting. Is there rerolling? Do I have anything that rerolls? Rerolls are really rare in this game. No, she doesn't. I knew I should have blessed it. Okay, so. She turns into this, she goes House Drake, and it freaks him out at first, and he out of fear, he goes, because it goes so afraid, she misjudges it, zigs when it zags, and they get tangled up, and it freaks out to the point where it just goes fight or flight, and goes nuts, the Barghest does, and and she wasn't ready for it. And it goes nuts on her, scratches her up. She's going to lose this card. But she just loses one card. And this one's recharged. And that one is not recharged. And it goes bounding off into the hall past her. It's going back in the deck. It's back in the castle. And Lenny. You gonna give her a reroll? Because that would be sweet. She needs a reroll. Nice. Nice. Okay. Fishy. Look at this roll, Fishy. That's worse than the last one, Fish. I think this is supposed to happen. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. It was meant to be, man. It was meant to be. Alright. She's going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now her pride's hurt. And I hate to see the next person that she runs into. Meanwhile, we're going to cut back over to Fumbus, the goblin alchemist, who's wandering around the barracks, realizing that he's let his curiosity lead him astray again, away from his friends. The hour is Urgathoa's gluttony. On your check to acquire a boon, add 1d6. If you succeed, bury the boon. Wait, what? On your check to acquire a boon, add 1. If you succeed, bury it. Okay. All right. Labyrinth. This is going to represent the fact that Fumbus nowadays realized that he's let himself get, curious and go wander off. He's now lost in these barracks. He's got to figure out his way out. He can use intelligence, knowledge, perception, or survival. He's going to use intelligence because it's D8 plus 1. But he needs a 9. Oh, it's okay. That's all right. We're going to bless the shit out of this. Yeah. Okay. Wait. All he's got is these crappy benefit on another character's check. Discard to bless. Are you kidding me? That's not good. That's all right. He on a local check to defeat an obstacle or a trap. This is an obstacle. Awesome. He can recharge it. Okay. All right. This is what he's gonna do. He's gonna do D8 for his intelligence. He's gonna discard a card. Yeah. Discard a card. Add 1d4. When in doubt, light shit on fire. That's Fumbus's. That's his MO. All right, so we need. This is actually end up being a 9. We need. It's plus 1. 10, 13. When in doubt, he follows the torches. He realizes that he's it's been dark, and at first he's wandering around going, wait, where did I come from? And then he realizes he's the only one that's been lighting torches. So all he's got to do is follow the torches back. Ended up being not that big of a deal. Peace out. We're going to use these crappy benefaction blessings to explore again. Acidic bolus. Shit, this is his shit right here. Dude. Okay, we need this. Dexterity and range is okay. He's got a D10 plus 3. So, man, dude, come on. He ain't got nothing. All right, you know what? Screw that. We got Lenny who can bless him. She just happens to be thinking of him. She blesses him. He's going to be rolling 2d10 plus 3. 16, 19. Boom. All right, so on his way back, following the torches back through the labyrinth of barracks, he passes this one weapon stand where something glitters, and he looks and it's something not like the other stuff that's there. And it's bolus, but they weren't acidic until he starts looking at them, thinking about how he could modify them to be more his shit. Something he could use. Oh, I could put little vials on it. Check this out, Fishy. So it's a bolus, but he's got little vials of acid tied to it. So when they hit you, they burst open. That's pretty sweet. For your combat check, reveal to use dexterity range 1d4 plus 1 plus 1d4 plus 1d6. Nice. If you fail this check against a non-villain monster, you may reload the monster into its location. Okay. I will take that shit. That is his. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, you can make anything acidic if you tie little... Yeah, no... Right? Tie little little vials to it. You can make anything acidic. An acid something. Alright, we're gonna... finish that. His turn up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, we're back at the castle. Back at the castle with Hakon. Okay, so Hakon whirls around to see this creature bounding away off in the dark, and Lenny getting up and shaking herself off and getting back into normal gnome-looking feeling. So, what was that? I don't know, she says. It's really scared, though. Oh, well, yeah. I'd be too if I had you on me. You may avenge by recharging a card. Yeah, I forgot about that. He could have revenged her and killed that thing, but that's okay. We'll let that go. The hour is... See, I keep forgetting these hours, so he could have added 1d6 to that, but... Lady Luck. When you play a blessing, you may give a card to any character. Okay. Alright. Wayfinder. Recharge to move, then you may examine the top 2 cards of your location. You may not use this power during a Wisdom, survival. He has neither. Yeah, he's a D4. He does not get that. That's okay. Shit. I don't want to waste my turn. Okay. Here we go. We're going to use Ruin Murakova to discard to explore. You may first heal a card. Okay, don't mind if I do. He's healing a card. Alright. Look who's back. Lenny, look out! It's a double back. It was afraid, but now it's prey instinct. It's a dumb animal. It's a dumb, nasty beast. It comes bounding back out of the shadows towards her, and Hakon's going to jump in the middle. 13, let's see. Hakon's got the Blackjack's rapier. It's going to be a D10 plus 2D plus 1d6 plus 3 plus 5. So he needs an 8 on 16. So exactly 50-50. On a local... Oh, wait. He can bury... Oh, yeah. He can discard that as diplomacy. So we're going to discard this scythe to add D8 plus 6. Jeez. 9, 10. Yeah, he got him. So this thing comes bounding out at her, and Hakon's there, running it through its skull, and the force hits him, and they hit the ground, and Lenny's like, you okay? Yeah. Could you just pull my arm out? She helps him pull his sword out, and gets up. What else do you think we're going to find in this castle? She says, smells like a lot. Great. That was a discard. So, Barghest is dead. Lenny's turn. Stay tuned, heroes. See you, Lich. Safe travels, man. All right. The new hour. All damage is mental damage that cannot be reduced. Okay. Captive horror. Oh boy. Wow, if undefeated, summon 3 new monsters. Okay. So, like I said, this castle's been used for some really messed up shit. And we just met the king daddy of the effed up stuff in this castle. They hear a roar. And out from behind some paintings and behind and the cracks, the tendrils and tentacles start coming up through the floor. Whatever's deep in the castle, or not deep, is inside the castle is hungry and alive. Wisdom, disable, or stealth. Well, wisdom, disable, or stealth. She doesn't have stealth but she definitely has wisdom. D10 plus 3. She needs a 9. Fox. On a local wisdom check, recharge to add D4. Don't mind if I do. Alright, I think this is good. I think this is good. This is not good. This is not good. Abort. Abort. Okay. That's 5 plus 3 is 8. She literally needs 1 more. Literally. Okay. All damage is mental damage that cannot be released. Alright, so okay, what happened? Oh God, we don't. Oh man, what did I do? What did I do that for? Yes. I'm gonna re-roll this one. I'm gonna re-roll this D10. Fishy with the save. Fishy 10. Yes, Fish. Thank you for the save, buddy. Thank you. That would have added 3 monsters to this whole thing. Hakon and Linny back up into the middle of the large foyer, the castle foyer that they've found themselves in, and they just wait it out, see what happens, because there was like one tentacle that flapped over top of in front of the door, and things were kind of flailing around. They're watching and paying attention. Hakon's got a sword out. Linny's starting to change in her next shape. And then after a little bit, it kind of dies down. Whatever this is getting bored or tired, or obviously nothing's going on that it should be a part of. And it kind of creeps back and sinks back into the floors and behind the walls where it came from. And Hakon looks at Linny. He's like, we're going to go hunting. That is a recharge. Whoo, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Okay. She's going to draw to 5. And we're going to go see what Fumbus is doing in the barracks. How's he doing? Fumbus. Nethys' duality. On your check against a spell, add 1d4. Okay. Dang, look at that grounded, studded leather. Can he even use this? No, not really. Display. Let's play when you discard cards, it's combat damage. I don't know. He ain't going to get this. That's okay. That's alright. It's too big for him. I missed that. Does on your combat checks? No. But I don't want to give up on Fumbus right now. We're going to recharge to examine the top card of your location. You may discard a card to explore. Oh, that's... Alright, we'll discard a card to explore. No. No. Okay, this. All right. He found a blessing. Acrobatics, divine, fortitude. Acrobatic. He doesn't have any of those. So that sucks. Well, he rolls 1d4. On a d4, he gets it. Nope. That's his. This is not. One card left in this location. That means it's the. He's gonna run into. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what that is in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Back to Hakon and Lenny in the castle. The first. When you would fail a check, you may bury one card to re-roll one card. Or one die. Okay. There's a re-roll. Shit. Alright, Hakon. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know what that means? That means Fumbus is the one who's going to be fighting the boss. Sweet. Okay. Rakshasha. Center stage. Hakon goes, shh. Lenny nods. And they go creeping around. And they go up the stairs. And it almost stops Hakon's heart because bounding down the stairs is quiet as can be. It doesn't. All he hears is the buzzing of electricity, and it's still dark. It's kind of dark in the castle, so all he really sees is these lightning blue eyes rushing down the stairs at them. Does he react in time? I do not know. We got to roll to find out. He doesn't have any blessings this time around, so he's got to roll d6 plus 3. He had a 5. But he was not blessed, so he's got to re-roll it. This time, he rolls a 1. D4 minus 1 damage. He takes no damage. He feels the buzz of the electricity on him, but it does not hurt him. Let's see. What is she doing again? D8, right. She rolls a 4. That's not good enough, right? No. 4, yep. That's not good enough. She's going to do... Lenny gets the full blast of the electricity, doing 2 points of damage to her. So, that'd be so sweet. So, he looks, coming down the stairs in the very, very dim, dark light are these 2 glowing blue eyes, lightning just like, and electricity just rippling all through him. And he hears the intake of the mouth opening more so than he sees the fangs, but then he sees the fangs because the light behind it that comes ripping out of the mouth of the tiger is the lightning lights up the teeth. He dodges out. As he goes to turn, he feels the electricity go by, singes his nose just a tiny bit, but it hits Lenny, and she goes flying back and rolling down the stairs, but she's up. The Hecka looks, and she's up on her feet, so she's okay. But guess who's got his daggers back? Or do we want to do? He's gonna use his. Yeah, he's gonna use He's got the blackjack's rapier out, piercing and all that jazz. This is gonna be D10, 2d6, plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4 is not yet, so still 9. So 9. He needs a 7 on this. That should not be a problem. This should not be a problem. I'm gonna reload it to add another D4. Screw it. So I don't want to mess around here. 10, 13, 17, skewered. Totally skewered the Rakshasha. This thing, so it's blue. it blew, like literally blew. The lightning, I'm imagining the lightning and everything, electricity is being blue. And, because of the eyes. And it blew as it's bounding downstairs. He rolls out of the way, and it's focused on the one it hit Lenny, so it's looking at her. As it's passing Hakon skewers it through his head, and lets it carry the sword with it as it goes rumbling down, tumbling down the stairs. And then Hakon and Lenny are quiet because they don't want to wake up that whatever the hell was inside the castle. They didn't want to wake that up. But it is the Rakshasha is dead. To close this, we got to bury a weapon or the top card of your deck. Not a problem. Buried it. Boom. Let's go find Fumbus. Is there any more in here? Okay. So they're off to find. This was wait. What did I do? I reloaded it. Yeah, reloaded it. Okay. He's gonna. Oh yeah, that's right. He's gonna draw it. Okay. This is closed, and we're gonna cut over. Wait. Actually, we're gonna cut back to yeah. Lenny's gonna draw up. She's not gonna take her turn. Cutting over to Fumbus. The blessing, the Prince of Pain. When you encounter a card, you may draw a card. If you do, discard the top card of your deck. When you encounter a card, you may draw a card. If you do, discard the top card of your deck. Okay. Well, we're about to encounter a card. We're about to encounter... Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Why? Oh, I screwed up. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. This is perfect. This is the last card left. This is Behor. This is the leader of the Rakshasha, but there's nothing much noble about him. Fumbus is wandering his way back through the barracks, looking for the way, following the torches he'd lit on the way, and he hears something in a small room to his left. Might be a storage room or a cloak room, and looking in his night vision, he can see someone crouching back there, and it's this guy. There's nothing noble about this guy. He's literally hiding in there. He sees Fumbus looking in at him, and suddenly he's acting, and he's jumping to get past Fumbus. Fumbus has got to make a dexterity check. D10 plus 2. And he's got to make it 8. I don't want to mess around. It's okay. It'll be fine. 10. It'll be very fine. He goes, this thing comes at him, but Fumbus drops to the ground, and it goes over him, and then kind of scurries on the floor, and he's running on all fours, even though he's got a human body in the head. And Fumbus is up, and I think it's time to use the acidic bolas. It's time to use the acidic bolas. Vulnerable to piercing. Oh, does he have anything that's piercing? Oh, he does. As much as I want to use the acidic bolas, the venomous hand crossbow, because it's running away. So Fumbus goes, and yes, something freaking cool about hand crossbows. I'll tell you that. I ain't gonna lie. I like them. All right. Fumbus. He's got D10. He's got D6. We're going to, on a local combat check, he's going to discard our... Yeah, he's going to discard a card, or recharge a card. He's going to recharge a card. We'll do it right. D4, just in case he boofs this roll. Adds a D4, which adds a D6. With the poison, he's going to add fire to this, or acid. He's going to add acid to it. So acid and poison coming at him. And then what else? What are we going to do? Local, it's ranged. Anything else he can do? Maybe a blessing from one of his friends? What about you, Hakon? You got a blessing? No, no blessings. Fumbus has got to do this on his own. All right. Well, what's he got? He's got plus 3. Plus 1 is plus 4. So he's got plus 4. He needs 20. Oh wait, no, he's got plus 8 because this is piercing. And this is vulnerable to piercing. So he needs a 12. A 12 out of 10. 12, 22, 26. So he's got a little more than 50%. Don't forget this. When you encounter a card, you may draw a card. Oh, he didn't draw a card. Guess what he drew? Wait, if you encounter a card, you may draw a card. If you do, discard the top card of your deck. I'm going to discard the top card of my deck. He drew a blessing. Oh, it's one of these crappy on another character's check to this is all he got is these blessings that on another character's check. I don't need another character's check. I need to bless his checks. That sucks. All right. Fumbus. As this guy's running away. Six, 12, 14, 15, plus 8 is 23. This gets right in the back of his head. He's trying to run on all fours in his human body. It's not working that well. He's going to stand up. As he's going to stand up, it goes right through the back of his head, goes out through his mouth, and the guy falls. Fumbus has no idea who he just killed. The guy has a actually he does. When he goes up to him, he sees that he's wearing he realizes he's wearing the same clothes, and he's got a necklace that Fumbus was admiring, or kind of the only thing that was interesting about the guy, Fumbus thought. And so okay, so this is the guy. He knew they were coming to kill Rakshasha, and this was the guy that they were talking to when they were in that office. Yeah. So he wanders back to the office. Hakon and Linny had just gotten back to the office because that was the last place they saw Fumbus, and they are reunited. And Fumbus tells them that he killed a Rakshasha that looked like the guy. I'm pretty sure it's the guy that they were chasing. Like, all right, well, I suppose it's time to turn an elephant. And that's where we're going to leave it. Next episode, they are going to go out into... All right, so remember, the whole purpose of them coming here was, well, they had two parts. One part was to purge the Rakshasha from the castle. The second part was to find out where they were keeping the seneschal. And the seneschal is being held in a labyrinth below the castle, and they've got to go out in the garden to rotate an elephant to open up the door or the portal or whatever it is to the labyrinth. So next episode, it's going to be the Vivified Labyrinth, and we're going to see what else crazy shit they find down there. I don't know if there's more Rakshasha down there. Who knows? But yeah, that's awesome and fun. It was fun. Let's see. Anything these guys are going to get? What are they going to get? They're going to get a hero point and a supporter fee. So awesome. Gonna level them up a little bit. Thanks for joining, everybody. You have a great night. Viva la dungeon.